Good morning, evening, or afternoon to all of you beautiful people. Josh here, back to bring you some sweet voice-based content. Now, leveling up is something we all love to do, and it's necessary for us to keep moving forward both in life and in video games. That final boss in a game giving you trouble? Take a few minutes and level up. Can't stomach insanely spicy food? Maybe go back to Nando's and have a lemon and herb and then work your way up to the top level. Can't beat your rival in a Pokemon battle because he has a Charizard and you decided it would be a good idea to do an entire run with just a Weedle because you're a bit weird? I mean, you can try leveling that Weedle up, but you're up against a Charizard, so you're probably quite fucked. Now, one of the ways I want to level up is as a voice actor. I by no means think I'm a bad voice actor, but I've definitely got a hell of a lot to learn and a hell of a lot to do before I'm at the level that I want to be. In a creative field such as voice acting, you never stop learning, and that's something I really want to internalize and live by as a voice actor. But the question is, how do I plan on leveling up? Well, that's what this video is all about, because I'm going to share my plans for how I want to level up as a voice actor. So, without any further ado, let's go. So number one is probably the biggest thing, and that is the fact that my recording space needs improvement. At present, mostly due to the size of my recording space, I get a lot of reverb when I record. It's not too bad when I'm talking like this, but when I'm doing louder voices and when I'm shouting and things like that, it becomes a bit much. I've listened back to a few of my auditions and realized that despite the fact that I have the blankets over my head and it does eliminate a lot of the reverb, the room just simply isn't suitable, and the blanket situation is not suitable enough as I can't get the emotion and the takes that I want out of a line. Fortunately, this change has already begun its motions. Where I live has a tiny little box room that used to be my office when I used to work from home, and this summer I plan to transform that room into a solid recording space. I spent a lot of time researching how best to do it, what my do's and definitely do nots should be when it comes to that room, and I'm pretty confident I can turn that room into something really suitable for voice acting. It's probably not going to happen until summer, but I do plan to tweet the progress as it's happening, so follow me on Twitter if you're interested in that. Number 2, demo reels. I really need a good, well-produced demo reel. There have been a lot of projects that I've missed out on Twitter simply because the director wanted a demo reel rather than an actual audition. Now, I do have a self-produced demo reel that I created when I first started out in voice acting, and it's fine. It's okay. It's not bad, it's not great, it's just fine. And that's the issue. When I'm up against voice actors who have a demo reel that literally sounds like the god of voice acting came down and produced it for them, I know I'm just not going to stand a chance. Because seriously, have you heard some of the demo reels out there? They sound tasty as fuck. So, I need a better demo reel. When that will happen, I don't really know. Hopefully some point soon, but life. Number 3.
Get back to auditioning on a regular basis.
I mean, fuck, dude, I literally haven't auditioned for a project in about a month. And while it's mostly to do with my space, I also have been going through, let's say, a minor crisis of confidence. But I've taken some time to really get some perspective on my auditions. I've spoken to friends who have been voice acting for a long time and are like incredibly talented. I've looked back at old performances just to see how far I've come as a voice actor, and it's really inspired me to get back out there because I'm proud of what I've done previously, but I know I've still got a hell of a lot to give. Number 4 is my time management. For those of you who don't know, I have a normal job, quote unquote, and this unfortunately takes up the majority of time during the week. This means I only have a small amount of time to do YouTube, voice acting, music, and what's that other thing? What's that other thing that I should do? Sleep, that's the one. All joking aside, I'd really love to just be a creative full-time, but unfortunately I have that little demon on my shoulder called rent. Now, that doesn't stop anyone, unless you're me and you have piss-poor time management skills. I'm very bad at planning my time ahead. I normally only plan maybe like a maximum of a week in advance. And because I'm cramming stuff into a short amount of time, I burn myself out. See the previous video for how that turned out. So I need to make a bigger effort to actually plan my time out, look at the things I have to and want to do, and just make it happen, not all in one afternoon. And finally, number 5, and this is going to be kind of an ironic thing, but I kind of just need to lay off myself a little bit. I am the biggest critic of myself whenever anything either does or does not go to plan. I have a really, really bad secular habit of beating myself up, self-deprecation, and generally just not taking care of myself. Now obviously, critiquing yourself and knowing where you need to improve is a good thing, hence the previous 4 points. But while genuine self-reflection and critique is one thing, I'm kind of a bit vicious to myself. And that really just straight up needs to stop. I need to remember that despite the fact that I really want to do well, I really want to improve, and I really desperately want people to see just how passionate I am, that regardless of how it goes and if I have a bad day, I should just enjoy the ride. I need to take the lessons that I learn from the negative and positive experiences that I have in voice acting and use it to get better. It's important to remember that nobody in voice acting gets 100% of the roles that they go for. No voice actor gets everything right every single take that they do. And straight up, no one's perfect. And that's the thing I need to keep telling myself. I don't need to be perfect. I need to be passionate. I need to care, and I need to want to voice act. Everything else that comes with it, that's kind of just a bonus. But I'm not going to get there by tearing myself apart. I'm going to get there by learning, being kind to myself, and remembering that these lessons are just as important as the successes. And there we go, that's my plan for leveling up as a voice actor. Now obviously this is a long-term plan. I'm not particularly setting any dates in mind apart from improving my space because I have a block set out for that. But I'm not going to set myself any timed targets for any of these things because, well, life is life and it gets in the way sometimes. But I need to allow for that and just make the improvements where I can. If you're a voice actor or any other kind of creative, let me know in the comments how you plan to level up in the future. I genuinely would love to hear how you guys are planning on improving. Let's build each other up and share the love together! If you enjoyed this video or it helped out in any way, shape or form, then why not drop a like and subscribe to my channel for more beautiful voice-based content. Keep your eyes out for my next video. I upload every 2 weeks on a Sunday. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all feeling wonderful, and I hope, of course, that you stay wonderful.